I'm all on the thing. All right, so come a little bit more forward. Yes, Jeannie, you cannot have the box. So I'm inside because it has suddenly become freezing in Chicago, and I'm working today, and I am taking a brief break to unbox a set of new orchids, and these have a story. So if you have watched my previous video blogs on my orchid collection, you know that I like to collect Richard Mueller hybrids. And so I have ordered some new ones, and I came about these in a really roundabout way. So I was on eBay looking for Richard Mueller crosses. That was not BL Yellowbird or Richard Mueller cross to itself, which seemed to be the most popular ones available right now. And let's see, Haiku Dawn, which I have already bought. And so Peter Lynn of Diamond Orchids has started crossing Richard Mueller with other orchids. And so he had a new one out. It was LC Jalapa by Richard Mueller. And I, of course, was interested in it, but I didn't want to just get one. And I didn't want to bid on it on eBay because then I could only get one plant. And I'm still looking, and I realized that the Louisiana Orchid Connection is also offering a Richard Mueller cross. It's, I think, Angel's Fantasy by Richard Mueller. And they say in their description that's a cross made by Peter Lynn. And I'm thinking, well, why isn't Peter offering it if he made the cross? Because then I could buy both of these plants from him. And so I contacted Peter, and I was like, hey, Peter, are you going to offer these orchids on your website? And he was like, yes. And that was the wrong question to ask, because then I waited for him to put out his new list, which he did at the beginning of September. And it did not include either the LC Jalapa by Richard Mueller or the Angel's Fantasy by Richard Mueller. So then I contacted Peter again, and I said, hey, Peter, is it possible for me to buy these orchids before they make your list? And that was the right answer to ask, right question to ask, because I got the answer that I wanted, which was yes. And I could buy them directly. I didn't have to get them through eBay. So that's what these are. They're basically two unlisted Richard Mueller crosses made by Peter Lynn. So I'm not sure if the Angel's Fantasies will all look different. So I got two of those, and I got one LC Jalapa by Richard Mueller, because I'm not sure those are going to be very different. Here we go. All right, so here is SLC Angel's Fantasy by BL Richard Mueller. And I don't know why he's not offering these on his website. I mean, it's really, look, here's my hand, here's the plant. It's really well sized. It's as big as the Jungle Elf by Richard Mueller that I got from him last year. Let me put it on that. Maybe it doesn't take. And if you're wondering, they were $20 each direct from him. So here's another Angel's Fantasy by Richard Mueller. Now, if you were really, really like brave, Louisiana Orchid Connection is also offering a flask of Angel's Fantasy by Richard Mueller. That would have been great fun, except I had already bought both these already, and I wasn't willing to spend like $55 on a flask. So, two, I hope they look different. I won't know, but I did ask Peter. I was like, Peter, do you think that the offspring will be different? And he said, it's possible. I mean, I guess he would have said that to anything, but that was his answer. So I got two. Whoop. And then finally, here is the Jalapa. And you may have seen one of these already. I know Terry bought one off eBay, off Peter. But when I told him that I was writing Peter directly to ask if I could buy it from him without getting it through eBay, he laughed at me and he said, good luck. So, I was lucky, Terry. I got one. So there we go. Those are my 3 new plants. I'm trying not to buy a lot of new plants since everything has to come in, and most of my Richard Muellers haven't been potted up from last year yet. But I do have one more package coming. So I'm gonna go back to work. To let all in on a secret, I'm supposed to be helping a collaborator with some SARS-CoV-2 research today. That's for the layman, COVID-19 research. And I don't know if it will bring us any closer to like a vaccine or anything, but it will bring us closer to understanding how the virus attacks people and makes us sick.